Filmmaking. One thinks of movie stars, glamour, and million-dollar paychecks. But there is much more to the big screen than meets the eye. Extras or background, as they are called in the industry, are a very crucial but easily overlooked part of the business of making films. And although extras may not get all the attention they deserve, they are still an important ingredient in the recipe for a successful movie. Without background performers, movie sets are simply ghost towns, devoid of life. Reno Nash is one such person. A self-described Brando of background, Mr. Nash is a veteran background performer, having appeared in numerous Hollywood blockbusters. And now, Reno has started his own school for background, where he teaches a radical, controversial method of acting he calls background from within. Mr. Nash was gracious enough to take time out of his busy schedule and allow myself and the camera crew to have intimate access to the man, the performer, the teacher, and the technique. How did you get your start in the business?
Well, I've always wanted to be an actor, even since I was a little kid. And one day I just answered an ad in the back of the newspaper in the classified sections. There was an agency that was looking for talent, new talent, taking on new clients. I had an opening in their roster, so I decided, no, that was a sign. I called, made an appointment, sort of filled out some paperwork. They interviewed me. And that was that.
And that was that. You became an extra from then on, eh?
Well, yeah. I always wanted to act. Why are we here? Why? We are here because we all love movies. Movies are magic. And you, and you all want to be part of that magic. I have been part of that magic. It takes a special person to be part of that magic. And when you're done here, you're going to have the skills and the knowledge to compete in the competitive world of background performing.
Tell us some of your influences. I mean, growing up as a little kid, you must have had some major influences. You obviously love movies.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And you have a deep, deep love of the movies.
Well, some of my earliest influences, I would say, are guys like Marlon Brando. You know, who doesn't love Marlon Brando?
What is one of your favorite Marlon Brando movies?
Superman. Like everybody, I think that was one of Brando's strongest movies. Definitely.
When he played Jor-El, Superman's father?
Superman's father, right. Yeah. Amazing.
He's only in the movie for about 3 minutes, though. But it's still your favorite Brando movie.
It's magic. It's magic. Yeah, it's favorite. You think this is funny? You think background is easy? Background is not easy. That guy on the street, he can't even comprehend subtleties involved in just walking down the street, sitting in a coffee shop, drinking coffee, riding a bus, or sitting in a park, or something like that. Background is an art form. Like sculpture or painting or stuff like that. It is an art form, and you have to think of yourselves as the artists. Okay, the best way I can explain it is background is paint by numbers. It's paint by numbers, and you folks are the numbers. And you're just waiting for somebody to apply the right color to your corresponding number. So I would say I'm about 60% Brando, and then 30% Christopher Walken. That's what I incorporate in my technique.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
60 Brando, 30 Walken, so that's 90. And 10% Dolph Lundgren. This is really important, guys. You really got to get this. Write it down. I can't emphasize it enough. Write it down. ABB. Always be background. Okay? You're not writing. Make sure you write it down. You. Good. Excellent. This is pretty much the foundation of what we do here, guys. So, ABB at all times on set.
I looked at your resume. Very, very impressive. A lot of work.
Thank you.
Congratulations. And
Thanks.
some very big movies that I saw on there. So what was the first movie that you worked on?
Ghostbusters 2.
That's a big picture. Man.
Huge. I mean, after the success of the first one.
How was that working on that movie? Such a big budget picture.
Oh, it was fantastic. Okay, everybody close your eyes. I'm just going to do a little exercise, okay? Rule number 2. BHN. Be here now. Okay? If you're not here right now, where are you? Answer. Not here. Okay, open your eyes. Little story. Little story. Just doing a little background on Scooby-Doo 2, okay? Tough scene. The character of me is drinking coffee in a coffee shop, and as if that wasn't enough, Scooby was supposed to walk in the frame. Computer animated Scooby is supposed to walk in the frame. And so your natural impulse is to look at Scooby, right? Wrong. It's not your job as background to look at Scooby. Okay, I mean, Scooby wasn't actually there, but, well, you see, the computer generators and animators, they animate and generate Scooby after the fact and put him in there, and they use these references. It doesn't matter, but well, what I was saying is you're not supposed to look at Scooby, okay? And he's not there, so just wrap your head around that, right? Without BHN, you'd be so lost.
You worked with Bill Murray?
Oh yeah, yeah. I actually talked to him. Yeah. You know, well, the story goes, I was at Crafty, having probably some crackers and cheese and stuff like that, just keeping the energy high. And this guy says, "Hey, excuse me, where's the bathroom?" You know, to me. And I said, "Well, it's over there."
And who was that man?
Well, it's Bill Murray. I turned around and it's Bill Murray, you know. I said, "Hey, down that way. Hang a right. You can't miss it." Yeah. Funny. He's a funny guy. Okay. You're almost there. Not quite yet. Not quite there yet, but you're almost there. Okay. Remember what we worked on? Breathing from here. Okay. Where are you right now? Ask yourself. Okay. You're almost there. Try it again.
So you have worked with some of the big people in the business.
Some of the biggest. Yeah. Most recently, Chronicles of Riddick with Vin Diesel. We're all wearing helmets, so you can't really see our faces, but I'm wearing a cape. David Duchovny, Nia Vardalos.
Hey, hey,
Reno. Reno Nash.
Right. How are you?
Hey, how's it going?
Good, man. I haven't seen you since Chronicles of Riddick. Have you been working much since then?
Well, it's been crazy year, yeah. Pretty good. How about you?
Yeah, doing really good, actually. I just finished working on Brad Pitt's new film.
Wow. Really?
Yeah.
I didn't get a single day on that shoot. But it's good you're still getting background work.
Well, no, I'm not actually doing background anymore. I had a principal speaking part with Brad Pitt and everything.
Wow, outstanding.
Yeah, I don't do background now. My agent's only sending me out for speaking roles.
Great, super.
Yeah. So what about you? You still with that same agent?
Freddie Dollery, yeah.
Right. Is he getting you any good auditions?
Well, I don't audition, I do background.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, how's the food on set? They feed you pretty good?
Yeah, fine. They fed me well. Reno, look, I gotta get going. I'm gonna be late for my call back. I'm reading for a movie of the week. I'll see you.
Great, well, nice seeing you again.
Yeah, take it easy.
Hey, maybe we'll see you on set.
Right.
He could never cut at his background. Never. Okay, so we're going to learn our cues. There are two cues. There's camera, there's background, and there's action. Okay? The talent goes on action. You people are what? Background, exactly. And your cue is thus?
Background.
Excellent. Camera, action. See, I got you there. That's okay, you'll get it. Camera, action, background. Excellent. So, background is for background. Action is for talent, the actors. And try and imagine all of the background performers, all of them together, is really just a house of cards. You know, when you stack them and make those pretty little houses they make? If one of those performers, one of them, isn't focusing intensely, it could, basically, the whole house could fall down. Hey, I worked with this guy on set in Scooby-Doo too. Right? Hey, how's it going? A great assistant director. Another little exercise revolving around the whole KIQ concept, okay? Remember KIQ? Keep it quiet. Yeah. Eat corn. Let's just say it, everybody together.
Cows eat corn. Cows eat corn.
Yeah, sometimes you can change it up if you want to. You could.
Corn.
Well, I like to say watermelons are red. Watermelons are red. Everybody together.
Watermelons are red.
Yeah. Watermelons
are red.
Monkeys are blue.
Cows eat corn.
Cows eat corn.
Cows eat corn.
Yeah, and again.
Cows eat corn.
Cows eat corn.
And now KIQ. Mouth it. Let's try the watermelon one. Watermelons are red. Good. Very natural. Good. Good. Okay, great.
The whole movie-making business seems very, very exciting. I mean, you're on a big budget picture, a multi-million-dollar production, and you're on the set. It must be very, very exciting. Tell us a little bit about that,
Yeah, I mean, it is so exciting. It's kind of like being at Disneyland, except behind the scenes, right? There's magic on set. They're making the magic. And you get to see it all from the other side. It's fascinating, right? Big lights, big sets, lots of people, lots of action, some yelling.
Very, very exciting.
Great food, amazing food. Catering puts on a great spread. I've seen it. It looks great. It's fantastic. Walked right past it.
So what is a typical day like for Reno Nash?
Well, actually, spend most of my time at the local coffee shop, doing some background research, some study, that sort of thing. You know, maybe even order a coffee. That's where we're going right now.
So this scene study you're doing this morning is part of research for an upcoming role, Reno?
I kind of think of life as one big scene study. In fact, I think of the world as a big fish bowl, and background performers are really just fish in that bowl. Maybe not the exotic fish with the shiny scales and the colors and the different kind of fins. More like the muddy ones that you kind of take for dead until they move, or you poke them with a stick or something like that. Yeah. Really, in fact, most of my day is actually taken up by scene study. Yeah, I spent a lot of times doing research in places like bookstores, malls, you know, the bus, park. Spent a lot of time at the park, just study. You know, coffee shops again, real big one. Again, we're going there right now. Catering serves the crew.
Really?
Yeah, background is fed by what's called craft services or crafty. Yeah, so we don't eat together, no. You can fix your own food though. There are toasters there. Sometimes 2 toasters.
Do people bring their own bread?
White bread, I don't eat white bread. Lots of sugar. Lots of sugar.
Do you meet a lot of other performers at the coffee shops, Reno? Background performers at this?
Well, I mean, that's hard to say. I mean, if I'd say no. I mean, if they were really good at the craft, you wouldn't know they're performers. I usually bring a kind of an old family recipe. It's a spread that I put in my sandwiches instead of margarine or butter. You know?
What is that?
Well, it's passed down from my grandmother. It's pretty good. It's cheese whiz, and then I chop up peppers, and I put little peppers in hot sauce, and I mix it in. It's kind of like a zesty spread, and I put it in the sandwiches.
Do any of the other background performers ever borrow your spread from you?
Well,
Do you share?
You know, for those that know me, they know that I don't share the spread.
So it's basically, you know, survival of the fittest.
You could look at it like that, yeah. Yeah, you don't last as long as I have in this business without, you know.
Bringing your own spread.
Okay, this is probably one of the most important things I teach here. I call it cold background reading. As you can see, 2 students have a script, and what they do is, it's a fantastic exercise because what it focuses them to do is listen and focus. They don't know what's going to happen in the scene. It could be anything. It could be a coffee shop. It could be, you know, a subway station, anything like that. The great thing about it is it's a voyage of discovery. They don't know what's going to happen, so it's going to be great. Fantastic exercise, and it forces them to be real. So, let's watch, okay?
And are you ready? Begin. Keep focused. Yeah, do they? No, now what's your line? I don't think you got it right there. It was. It was. That's right. That's good. Right from here, breathe. It's okay, I can touch them like that. Breathe. Just, where are you right now? Give him. What do you want?
I don't know where I am.
You know, it's okay. That's okay. And scene. Okay, that's a scene, usually the scene. Sometimes it's tough. I know, talking in your ear, I don't want you to lose focus, but sometimes it's tough. I know.
From talking to you and seeing some of your work, obviously you have a very spiritual influence as well. Tell us a little bit about that.
Well, it's a very private and personal thing. It's very close to me. You know, I do a lot of reading. So I've incorporated a lot of my spiritual beliefs from a lot of different books. You know, Road Less Traveled, Celestine Prophecies, is that how you say it?
Celestine.
That, Celestine Prophecies, yeah. The Tao of Pooh. Familiar with that?
I noticed that you have the
Yeah. Yeah. That's right. I mean, for some people, it's just a character. For me, it's a spiritual thing. The Tao of Pooh. T-S-A-O.
Sounds like you have a wide perspective on the spirituality and,
Yeah.
very interesting.
I have a very good relationship with my God. And as, say, some boxers may have a ritual before they go into the ring, okay? They go into the corner and do their thing. I go to the chair before a scene. Make sure I'm right with my God. You know, do my little thing.
What is that thing you just did?
You know, just, you know, I'm sort of,
Can you explain it? Can you get deeper into it? Or?
no, it's